Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday night. You know what that means. It means a whole lot this week because the big game is coming up this Sunday. You got Mark, you got Keisha, Just a Bit Outside radio show. Thank you for joining us live on Facebook, on YouTube. And Keisha, how's it going?
Hey man, I'm fully 410 over here. Feeling good, feeling great. Can't wait for the game this weekend. Like, to me, it's a big deal. This is a big deal. We got a few people out there that's like hating on the matchup for real because I think I might have said this last week. I mean, these are like some unusual suspects, right? I mean, the Rams have been to the Super Bowl previously, but they're not one of the consistent ones.
Yeah.
And the Bengals, man, I mean, that's a new kid on the block for real. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. You know, I'm not one of the ones, I'm sorry, Jay, and I gotta say it, that's hating on the Super Bowl matchup. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week, and I know so many people that are like rooting for the AFC North because it's a North team, so got to go for your division. Then other people are like, screw the Bengals, they're a division rival. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Man. It's all fun.
Yeah. And like we said last week, I mean, we got what I feel like is a pretty good matchup. You know, we got a first timer. Well, Matthew Stafford, he's a first timer too. There's two first timers.
Oh yeah.
One old head, one young blood. You know, and it's like the kind of the Davids versus the Goliaths, if you will.
Oh,
for real.
sure.
Because I mean, the Rams they got the vets on there. They got the heavy hitters. But I mean, with the Bengals, I mean, the strongest thing is like the gritty ding dang TikTok dance, sign of the times. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm loving it though. I'm loving it. I gotta ask you, Mark. I mean, let's go ahead and just get into it. What do you think will be the key to this matchup between the Rams and the Bengals?
It's such a tough call. Like you
Yeah.
said, like the Rams, they have the vets, but then like the Bengals, they're like the come from nowhere, young, hungry. You know, I think what it does come down to is that veteran know-how. You got a lot of hunger on the Rams team. Like you said, Matthew Stafford, he's never been to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. He was with the Lions for so many years. And I think part of him wants to say, Detroit, y'all screwed me over for so long, and I'm doing it. And then
Absolutely.
Then you got Aaron
Absolutely.
Donald on defense, who's arguably the best defensive player in the league for like the last 5 years at least.
Oh yes.
You got Von Miller, who's been there, who's got that ring with Denver, but now he's with a new team and wants to prove that he's still got it. You got OBJ, who has been predicted to be a Super Bowl champion his entire career with New York, with Cleveland, and has never gotten there. And now he's finally one game away from getting that ring.
Also getting screwed his entire career.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, I know we're not into our predictions yet, but I think the Rams just have so much going on for them.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take you to the other side of the ball for real.
Okay.
The Bengals are known, well, through the postseason, to take a little while to warm up.
Oh yeah.
You know that the last two postseason games, it was evident as hell. Like especially the AFC Championship. I literally was like, oh my God, what the hell is kind of happening?
Yeah.
But I feel like to me that's going to be the key. If the Cincinnati Bengals can come out swinging, man, I want to see them come out swinging because I feel like with that LA Rams defense, if you get down, if you go, if they go ahead 2 touchdowns on you, oh my goodness, 3 touchdowns, hang that shit up because it's like seriously, you're not gonna be able to keep doing it, and this is the defense that's gonna tell you hell no. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so,
for sure.
to me is, let's let's take a couple chances. Let's drop some bombs early. You know what I mean? It's a crapshoot like a mug. Don't get me wrong, but imagine if Joe Burrow could go out there early and make a connection, drop a bomb
Oh yeah.
to Higgins or somebody or Chase. You know what kind of confidence booster not only would that be for Burrows, but the whole entire team. Like, man, I would really like to see them take them chances, man. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to do no whole lot of running, trying to, make the. No, man. Let's take some shots early. Smack them in the face. Let them know we not scared of you. That's what I want to see, bro. That's what I want to see.
And I heard a stat. I haven't looked it up. I want to make sure, like, wherever I heard it from was correct. But
Sure.
and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe what I heard was in his college career, Burrow was undefeated in postseason play. So this is a good kid that doesn't know how to lose in the postseason now that he's finally up in the pros.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. Don't quote me on the stat, but what I can say is, judging from the kid's confidence, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was just absolutely. Everybody was just amazed that he even parted his lips to say, "Oh, I'm going in the Arrowhead." Oh yeah, I'm good with that. Like, I've been there, done that. Everybody like, oh yeah, oh yeah, they gonna really do something. But I mean, he went there and won the game. So I mean, this kid's clearly got ice in his veins. He's no he knows what it's like to be on the big stage. So hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah. Huey's on the feed. Says if the Rams are more physical, they win. If the Bengals can match that physicality, they win. Rams better be bullies.
Oh, I don't think that's to be expected with that group, man. I mean, they gotta be pumped. They gotta be pumped. But outsiders, I want y'all to throw your little predictions out on the feed there. I don't know if Jay is watching. I know Jay tried to punk out on it, but Jay, man, put it up. Don't be scared. Put that prediction up. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the squad. Mark, what do you think the total the score is going to be, and who's going to be victorious?
I got to put a score in it?
Yeah, I want you to put a score on it, Bob. Put it up there.
I got to say, my biggest fear is that with such an amazing playoffs as we've seen this year, that they go up there and lay an egg and just like have a lopsided score in the Super Bowl. And looking at these two teams, I think it's pretty much impossible for that to happen, but the impossible happens in the Super Bowl. I think it'll be a close game. It'll go down to the wire. I think we'll see some really, really crazy scoring. As I've alluded to, I'm going for the Rams on this one. I have the Rams winning it. I'll say 37-33.
Woo! I like your high score. I'm going to go with you on that one. But I'm going to go ahead and represent the North. We're on opposite sides of the ball yet again. I'm going with the Bengals. I think it's just something about being the new kid on the block. And clearly these guys have a lucky horseshoe up their butt. And because, these are like the ultimate comeback kids. I'm so happy for Matthew Stafford and all of his postseason success. Because like you said earlier, Mark, he hasn't been able to experience that. And to be able to experience it so quickly as joining a new team, that's just awesome. I gotta go with the North on this one, man. I just feel like it's gonna be insane. I'm putting all my coins in with the Bengals, with the Who Days. They just gotta do what I said and just come out here early and get into a nice rhythm early. I am going Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals. I'm gonna say Bengals. 31. Bengals 31. Rams. Let me see. 1, 2. 31-27. Let's do that. 31-27. Bengals.
I'm gonna say after all that putting pressure on me to put a score up, you were like hemming and hawing there.
Yeah, I been trying to think about that. Like how many who can score a touchdown? How many you gotta allow? You gotta feel like at least one of the defenses are gonna score a touchdown. You gotta think about that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, we throw a little bit of that up in there. Just did my little Major Quiche math up in my head.
Now, but I do know that you're a lover of higher education, of secondary schooling, of repping that learned institution.
Yeah.
So I think you need to know that the professor has a score of 35-31 Rams.
I'm gonna be loving next week's show. That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, and you're gonna be singing my praises, baby. Hey, did Jay jump out there, Mark? I can't see the feed. Jay hasn't jumped out there yet.
No.
He's old spooky somebody, man. He's got all of these superstitions and shit.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit.
Well, let's move on to the next thing. I mean, like, for real, the real main event, yo. The real main event. The concert where a football game is just so happened to be played. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that halftime show, baby. 80s, 90s, and some 70s babies unite, yo. We going West Coast with it. We going to Detroit with it. I mean, we going to NY. I mean, they just plucking all of our favorites. All of our favorites to throw it into one huge halftime show, man.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I'm talking Dr. Dre. I'm talking Eminem. I'm talking Snoop Dogg. I'm talking K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar, and the Queen. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Mary J. Blige hit them signature dance moves that she does, yo.
Have you seen that meme going around with the
what's that?
Like a whole bunch of kids are gonna find out how their parents really were.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling all my favorite people too. Pre-roll, baby, pre-roll. Like Snoop Dogg said, it's gonna be explosive. all of us old heads that don't have the babies with us that night. If you're that lucky, pre-roll, baby. I'm telling you, it's gonna be magical. It's going to be magical out there. To me, the only thing that can make this show better is to have Antonio Brown out there half-naked running around.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm so excited.
Not to like steer the conversation away from the game, but you mentioned his name. Have you heard about Antonio Brown's latest venture, job?
No, what is it?
Man, I tell you what, crazy attracts crazy. And apparently, he was named to the president of Kanye West's sports company.
I was gonna say, if you said anything about Kanye West, because they were at the basketball game together with that other lunatic, the baby. They were all on the sideline at the Laker game. So what's going on here? What's going on?
Apparently, Kanye started a sports management company and named AB as president.
Oh. Crying out loud. Oh my goodness. Kanye's my brother. I love Kanye. I'm gonna defend him on this as well. I'm gonna say one thing. It's gonna be the most lit sport agency in the history of agencies, boy. If that is the truth, I can't wait for that to happen. We're gonna have something to talk about every week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got something to talk about every week. Every week. All right, let's get back into the realm of sports. What time is it? You want to take a quick break right here, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to go outside the Super Bowl a little bit. There's a couple of trades going down. We got some booty huffs. We got some WTFs. We're going to get it in and have some laughs with y'all. in a few minutes. So don't go anywhere. This is Mark and this is Keisha. It's just a bit outside.
Welcome back to the Outside Radio Show, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Share that link, share that love. Speaking of love, we got all the love out of the way for the Super Bowl and the halftime show. What's next on the docket?
Man, trade deadline coming up, man. Things are starting to really get crazy out here in the NBA. We gotta show the NBA some love. We didn't really plan on it, but man, some of the stuff that's gone down lately is just too good not to talk about. We got to talk about this right now. Of course, the biggest trade, the biggest thing that has gone down, two East Coast, Eastern Conference teams, heavy hitters, Philadelphia 76ers, Brooklyn Nets, both having drama on two very good teams. Both had expectations, hopes, and dreams of greatness, which really weren't panning out. Now, I guess that's safe to say, right? Mark really didn't materialize. I guess that's better to say. So, I mean, we all know that Ben Simmons has been chilling, basically forgoed this season. Hasn't played a single game for the Philadelphia 76ers because he essentially wasn't feeling the brotherly love and was like, man, I don't want to play with them no more. And he was so serious about that. I mean, he gave up $19 million. All right. So here we are. Then on the other side, we got the Brooklyn Nets, who had big big expectations for a huge, not a big three, but a huge three with Kyrie, James Harden, and the dude Kevin Durant. And in the 2 years that these guys, it's been 2 seasons, correct? Yeah, it's been 2 seasons. Yeah. I think they've only played a handful of games. And when I say a handful, I mean when you take into consideration that they play like over 160 games in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so as I think it was like I have James Harden on my fantasy basketball team, right? I think it was about 3 games ago. He went. The status changed to out, and I thought it was kind of strange because I didn't really hear about him being injured or anything. You know what I'm saying, Mark?
Yeah.
Then the second game came, and he's out again, and I'm like, what the hell? Third game came, which was the last game. I guess again I can't remember who they played the last game, but right before this was like 2 nights ago, or maybe it was last night. He didn't play. Was it last night? Did the Nets play last night? Okay, so it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. That was the third game in a row when he was out. I was like, something is just not right, because I didn't hear of any injuries, you know.
Yeah.
And wake up, find out that this big deal went down. You know, the Harden goes to Philly, Simmons goes to the Nets. And there's a couple of other little players that sprinkled up in there, some draft picks. I mean, I gotta say, I was a little bit surprised, but not surprised knowing James Harden.
Yeah.
I mean, what about? Were you shocked to hear about this trade to go down?
I was, and what's crazy is like 2-3 days ago I heard rumors about it, and I was like, there is no way that they're gonna make this trade happen. Like, it just didn't seem possible. But like today the notification came through. I was like, damn. Like, it's interesting because Harden, his better days are behind him, but I think he's gonna add to a Philly team that we've looked at for so long for needing to be at that next step. And maybe that veteran leadership, maybe, if he's not so bitter, that he can help them there. Simmons is interesting going to the Nets, though, because him and Kyrie, they're both like anti-vaxxer, anti-mask kind of people.
Right. Oh, the loony bin is on and popping in BK now, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Brooklyn got a part-timer. Like, I question that. So, I mean, knowing that Kyrie's status is a part-timer too. So, we watched Brooklyn, who was heavily favored last season, implode in the playoffs. I have a feeling they're just going to do the same thing this year. They need to get on those players and say, hey, you might be feeling one way, but we need you full-time.
Yeah. I was... a lot of people are talking, crap about James Harden. But let me just say this. I mean, yes, we all know that Kyrie can do the Kyrie thing the only way Kyrie knows how. He likes to fly off the handle and stuff. But the one thing that I think James Harden, and probably Kevin Durant too, did not sign up for was for him to be an anti-vaxxer and not play at all. I don't think anybody was expecting that.
Yeah.
And like you said, Mark, I mean, his better days are behind him. I mean, he's thinking about getting championships, right? And you look across the way, you got Joel Embiid, who's playing at an MVP level season. They're already trying to pencil him in now. They're trying really hard. And as James Harden, you're probably like, man, I could probably go there and make that team better, and we could really have something going there. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, gosh, can you think about James Harden and Joel Embiid playing together, and then you have that Maxey kid, Tobias Harris, and then Danny Green? That'll probably be the starting 5, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, like with that 5, you're checking all the boxes, dude. and you're ready for what? Who you ready for? The Milwaukee Bucks. You know? You're ready. You're ready.
Oh, yeah.
And you're also ready for who? The Chicago Bulls, kid. You're checking all the boxes just like those teams are. So, I mean, you know, to me, with this trade, I got to say, man, they are automatic contender to be representing the East.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, straight the hell up. Watch out. And then Joel Embiid, you buy James Harden a Rolex because you're going to get that MVP. How about that? I'm calling that right now, too. You get that guy a Rolex or a Hublot or whatever it is that y'all like right now and get it done. You know, like, man, I was just like, oh, well. And good for you, James Harden. Look, these hoes ain't loyal, so who says you got to be?
So, not to shift out of basketball, but for a second, I got to tell you, the guest of honor, the man of the hour, has shown up in the chat.
Woo! What's up,
Jay? Jay, we talked about football and the Super Bowl in the first half of the show, but you know, it was a good conversation. I think you're gonna like Keisha's picks.
What did he say? Did he comment anything? Did he put a score up?
No, he didn't put a score up. He said, "What up?" And then he said, "No basketball, only Kitty goes meow."
I love it.
He had to get his run in, but you know, I mean, that's cool. Understand? Just make sure you watch that game, because every time you watch a Bengals game, they lose. Jay, they lose.
Oh man, I think he's gonna be good this go around. I really do. All right, let's talk about another. You know, this really just came up on my phone. And I'm just going to talk about the possibility. I'm pretty sure it's true. You know, it's on ESPN site, but I'm reading that the Washington Wizards have just acquired Kristaps Porzingis from the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes.
To me, that's insane. Like, I don't see where the Wizards gave what the Wizards gave up. But you got to think they I hope they didn't. But what's that guy's name that's been killing it? From the not Kuzma, from the country town. Oh man, Mark, who's the power forward for the Wizards? Oh gosh, the dark skinned guy with the locks. Why am I having the biggest brain fart right now? Oh, Harold? Yeah, Harold. Montrezl Harrell. I feel like they might have given him up and maybe like a draft pick or something like that.
I'm looking at a headline right now. It says Mavs trade Porzingis for Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie, that's it?
That's what the headline says. I don't know if there's anything else in the trade.
If that's it, oh my God, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And Davis Bertans.
Okay. Oh, I like it. So we still have Gafford. We still have Harold. And now we have Porzingis. I like it. I like it a lot. That's kind of insane. Another insane trade. And you got to talk about this one too. That I did not see coming. I swear to God. Like, this really made my mouth drop open. Portland Trailblazers. Boston Celtics. The Trailblazers, but this was like another, like, I feel like the theme these past couple of seasons has just been like mega deals. There's always like 3 or 4 teams involved, draft picks, shuffles all over the place, you know. But Portland Trailblazers got rid of C.J. McCollum. Were you surprised to hear that? I was shocked.
I was kind of surprised.
That was the most surprising to me out of anything that I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Over the past 36 hours, that was the biggest shock. Well, you know, and right, go ahead.
In the last day or two, like, suddenly C.J. McCollum's name came up like in every single trade rumor. It's like, that was surprising.
Yeah. And how do you think, because Dame Dollar right now, he's injured right now. What do you think he's saying right now? Like, for crying out loud.
He's probably counting his days down in Portland.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely got to agree with you on that one, yo. I definitely have to agree with you on that one. I know he ain't a fan of that. I mean, those two, that was a good-ass backcourt, man. And at one point, I mean, it was like them two, the Splash Brothers, and then Wall and Beal, man. It was like, yo, who's the best backcourt? Of course, everybody wanted to go with the fad and with the Splash Brothers. All right, but I mean, I really did enjoy that combo of C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
And I think that they're gonna. I just can't, that is a head scratcher like hell. I don't understand why you gave that up. I really don't.
The professor put in the feed that Milwaukee got Serge Ibaka, and I gotta say that's a great trade for 2015.
Right. Poor Serge Ibaka. Right, and I don't know why, and poor NBA teams, because I don't know why people are still taking chances on this guy. Like, they gave up DiVincenzo, which was fair trade.
All right, got a question for you.
Okay.
A young gentleman in the feed called Jay Hunger says, "What does the indie trade mean? Anything? I don't know, but folks around here are talking about it. I just know that they had a huge team trade, basically. And I think that's that 4-team trade involving the Pacers and the
Sabonis.
And the Suns.
I think Sabonis went to Sacramento or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Buddy Hield. That one that one was another head scratcher for me as well, because I felt like the Indiana Pacers was building a team around Sabonis.
Yeah.
He had a really good season. He had a really good season last year. All-Star Challenge, one of those challenge winners. So he had like an All-Star kind of season. It feels like they are back to square one with rebuilding a team. Because you took your main piece out of there, and so that's another head scratcher for me. I'm not really quite sure. Ultimately, though, I think the Pacers need to kind of clean house all the way up top and then trickle down.
Yeah.
Because they just have not made any good move in the past 5 to 10 years. I can say that.
Yeah.
I can say that.
What was it? 2-3 seasons ago, they seemed like they were just a piece away from doing something in the playoffs, and here they are just dismantling everything.
Again, I mean, you had Oladipo, you had who the hell was Paul George was over there too, right? Like,
yeah,
dismantle that thing starting from the top down. Dissolve that whole, get some new stuff up in there, because they have no idea what they're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and say that one. Let's keep going. What do you want to do first, Mark? You want to do booty huffs, WTFs, or to come through?
Let's do booty huff.
All right, can I go first, please, so I can hurry up and get this off my chest? Okay, this is gonna be a 2-for-1, yo. Los Angeles Lakers, booty huffs, and WTF. Okay, so we just talked about all of the trades that have been swirling around. We talked about C.J. McCollum being traded away from the Portland Trailblazers. The Blazers and the Lakers played last night. No C.J. McCollum, no Robert Covington, no Dame Dollar. Lakers was set to be the lock of the evening. There's no reason why. You had LeBron James. You had Anthony Davis. You tried to be slick with your stuff, and you benched my boy Russell Westbrook. I think he was in street clothes, so he didn't play at all. So you benched him. I felt like it was the ultimate setup of, he's not going to play at all. We're going to go out here to Portland. We're going to ball out, and then now we can say that it's all his fault.
Yeah.
My man, I seriously feel like that's what that shit is. And Man, what I'm gonna tell Russell, baby, get out of the LA as soon as you can. That's all I'm gonna say. But karma is a mother, and and evil never wins. That's all I'm gonna say. Because with a starting team of like no names, like honestly, I can't even. The only person that I can repeat back to you is Nurkic. And for real, I might as well not even speak his name because he's just, half the time, he's non-existent on the floor. Starting five of a bunch of no-names against all of the heavy hitters, minus the person who is supposedly the problem, and they still lose. All of my degenerate gamblers out there are telling you right now, do not waste another dollar on the Los Angeles Lakers this season, man.
Yeah.
Booty Huff, WTF, post-game conference, LeBron's talking about, I don't know, I don't want, I feel like I'm in a fog right now. I just need to go home and have a glass of wine. WTF again, because this is your fault. Man, come on. That loss right there is exposing some major. If you didn't want to come to grips with it right now, you gotta be. Your eyes got to be wide open right now. Major problems, dude. Major freaking problems.
Now I'm sure when LeBron said it, he probably said his brand of wine too, the one that he owns.
Oh yeah. I just want to go home and have a glass of wine. Kobe's probably rolling over in his grave right now. Seriously, give me a break. But yeah, that's my booty. I had to get that off my chest. Y'all tried to get slick by benching them because you thought you had a win, and they went out there and whooped y'all's behind. Serves you right.
Ooh.
Lakers, I can't believe it.
All right, 2 comments on the feed I want to get to, but first, Jay Hunger. He says, I got to bounce for dinner, but who you most excited for the halftime show? Kitty goes meow.
Oh, who am I most? Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite artists right now. I know we all dealing with some legends, but when it comes to the whole entire performance of it all, not just the songs, but Kendrick is known for having performances of a lot of imagery, a lot of thought-provoking things, and I hope that he continues with that, especially with this whole thing going down with Brian Flores in the NFL. I hope he drives. I would almost put my money on it that he's going to drive the point home with his performance. It's an excellent opportunity for him. Okay. I can't wait to see what he does. Yeah.
I'll agree with that. Second comment on the feed I wanted to get to. The professor says LeBron James is leaving the Lakers to go back to Cleveland next year.
If he does that, oh my God, I will run head first into a wall. If he literally does that, seriously, and anybody that calls him the king, I'm going to laugh at you in your face and tell you to never speak to me again if he does that. I'm serious. I am so serious about that. That just disgusted me. I
gotta say, I can't see it happening just because.
I can't. And if Cleveland takes him back, you're freaking insane.
Oh, they would take him back in a heartbeat. I have no doubt about that.
Oh my gosh.
But when he left Cleveland, in the months leading up to it, he had purposefully bought property in LA, and everyone was saying he was going to set up his base of operations there, planning on his post-playing career. I can't see him leaving LA. He's going to retire there.
Oh, there's a lot of people out there that think that he's going to go wherever his kid gets drafted. So
that's true.
Yeah. Making that kid, making old little Bronny automatic #1 draft pick. So you never know. And what we do know with him is that he is consistently inconsistent with where he want to play. So I'll just leave that at that.
All right, I'll give my booty huff. And
all right.
You got the Olympics going on right now, and whatever sport goes on, jerseys are always a hot topic, a hot thing. And there's some really kick-ass jerseys out there, right?
Yeah.
So just up on the screen just now, I put the Canadian jersey. One of the Canadian jerseys. They have a white version also. It's a pretty amazing jersey. And I've been looking at jerseys for the ice hockey teams all across, and I gotta say our U.S. Team, they need to step it up. Let me put up this jersey next to this Canadian jersey, and you tell me what one you like better.
Let me take a look here. Hold on.
I mean, the Canadian one got those dark colors. You got that outline across the maple leaf. Our jerseys look like they came out of 1984, and they're trying to relive the miracle.
Yeah, I mean, Maple Leaf joint is kind of dope.
I had some other pictures, but I couldn't download them. Yeah, I mean, like all the countries though, they have kick-ass jerseys. And the U.S. just needs to step up their game.
Yeah. Women's hockey team's been kicking butt though. I think they took an L, man, but they've been a lot of fun to watch.
Well, that first L was against the Canadian women, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was a damn good game too.
Yes, it was. Look, I'm definitely looking for us to medal with the women's hockey team, and it'll probably end up being between those two for the gold. That'll be nice. That's a nice little setup right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. You got a WTF or a come through?
Let's see. No, I can't get the link open for some reason.
I got to come through. I got to come through for the NBA.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball being put into the All-Star mix with I think somebody dropped out. I can't even remember who it is, but LaMelo Ball gets to get up in there. I'm a big LaMelo Ball fan. He's been playing fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And he deserves that recognition. Big come through. We talked about Brian Flores in the NFL, right? Last week, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even necessarily know if this is a come through, but well, I have a kind of a come through and then a WTF. Okay, so we talked about Brian Flores and the NFL and the hiring practices in regards to not just minorities but African American coaches and being considered for these head coaching positions. There's been a lot of fallout. There are some teams out there that are trying to put a good foot forward and just try to say, hey, we're okay.
Yeah.
Houston Texans recently hired Lovie Smith. Good hire. Good coach. Definitely deserves another shot. Kind of had a tough break out there in Chicago, right? I felt like.
Tampa Bay, yeah.
Yeah. But this is where we going with this. Where y'all mess with, started off good, right? This is where we go left with the joint. Man, who is the team? Mark, what team was it that that basically hired a white person with like a drop of black blood? That wasn't the Jets. Oh gosh. It's like, we'll say, gosh. Man.
The Giants? No.
No, it wasn't the Giants.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Somebody on the feed, please. I know you know this. Oh, my goodness. But, the NFL really dropped the ball on that one, man. And it was definitely a come on, man situation. Because I think it was like, this guy had a African American family member on his great grandmother's sister's cousin's side. Man, I mean, it was so way down, and it was like the ultimate reach, and so disrespectful, man, so disrespectful. But yeah, man. But they went in two different directions with that, good and bad. And no WTF, Alvin Kamara, man, what the hell? the New Orleans Saints. You know, I just really wish these football players would just chill the hell out, man. They need hugs. They need hugs. You got any other business before we shut this thing down?
Yeah, there was a WTF. I was trying to think of. Shit. Remember last week you actually gave a come through to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Remember who we thought they hired as their coach back then?
Byron Leftwich?
Yeah, they didn't hire him.
What?
Was it them?
How did I not hear that? Are you serious?
Yeah, I thought that I heard that they ended up hiring someone else.
We gotta double check that outside. But I will say, okay, I know who it was. Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins. That's who it was. Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins tried to say that because of Mike McDaniel's drop of black blood, that they made an African American hire and was, taking care of the Rooney Rule and all that. Like, dude, no, absolutely not. And it hurts me to my heart because Miami Dolphins was my team before the Ravens came. Now I can't even deal with them no more. Come on, man. All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. If you don't have, do you have a feel good or anything like that? I don't think you do.
No.
All right. Well, outsiders, look, we got a big Super Bowl weekend coming through. Make sure you fill it with friends, food, and football. Of course, when we come back, we'll be able to talk about all the awesome commercials. So make sure you take your notes. And everybody, like I said, pre-roll and rock out. It's going to be one hell of a halftime show. You know how we end this show? Baltimore spread love, yo. That's my man, Mark. I'm Keisha. Don't forget, wash your hands, wash your ass. This is just a bit outside, and we out. Happy Super Bowl, guys. Peace.